Witam z tej strony Kazioslaw, to jest kolejny odcinek z powrotu do przyszłości odcinka pierwszego. Cóż, kontynuujemy naszą rozgrywkę. Jak mówiłem, wiem co trzeba zrobić. Więc zaczynamy. Z tego co mamy do roboty. Pamiętacie jak mówiłem o czajniku? Nie został włączony. Ale pani Strickland nie da, żeby jej powiedzieć, więc tak naprawdę to grzejnik tak hałasuje. To jest śmieszne trochę. I dzięki temu możemy na przykład wziąć lornetkę, wziąć gazety poprzeglądać.
Juveniles collide with manure truck. Nice picture.
Z roku 55 ten artykuł był. Kolejny artykuł.
Brown Mansion destroyed. 1962. No, that's not where Doc's stranded. Alright, Einstein brought me this shoe, and Miss Strickland lost the shoe on the day the speakeasy burned down. But when did the speakeasy burn down? I at least need to know the year.
Raczej odcinki będą dwa chyba na jedną część.
Firm announces plans for Lone Pine Mall. Peabody Ranch to be rezoned for commercial development.
Powiem tak, dwa odcinki chyba na jedną część, jeżeli się uda. Jeżeli będę trochę myślał, no to wyjdzie 3-4. Ponieważ na przykład ten odcinek gry wyszedł mi 2 godziny. 2 godziny go grałem. Przy czym gdzieś 10 minut, około pół godziny, godzinę. Nie wiem, powiedzmy pół godziny myślałem nad rozwiązaniami.
Rebuilt in February 1932.
Budowana w lutym 32,
Fire must have happened before that.
Więc,
But when? I need a date.
Don't look at me. I'm far too old for you.
21. Dobra, jeszcze raz grzejnik, jeszcze raz gazety i będziemy mogli się przenieść w czasie.
There's the whistle. Surely the water's boiling by now.
Dobra, wracamy. Chodźcie.
Let's see. Ground broken on site of former speakeasy. Singer vanishes. Hill Valley Expo delights crowd. Soup kitchen exposed. Here we go. Speakeasy arsonist slain. Legal procedure gave way to old-fashioned vengeance last night when a mob descended on the Hill Valley police station. The suspect in the speakeasy arson case, a drifter known as Carl Sagan, was pulled from his... Carl Sagan? It's Doc! Killed by a mob. What's the date? June 14th, 1931. Jeez, I gotta rescue him.
Musimy się przenieść do 13 czerwca 1931 roku.
Sorry, Miss Strickland. Let me...
Oh! You've gotten my history out of order! Oh, do you know how long it'll take to fix what you've done? Oh! Get out! Get out! Get out! Help! Police!
Atakują mnie chuligani. Ładno to zdjęcie z tyłu, takie rzeczywiście staromodne z kotem. Dobra. Przebraliśmy się w strój pasujący do tamtych czasów i z garnitury oczywiście Marty wrzuca śmieci, które pozwalają mu na doładowanie samochodu bez użycia plutonu.
Didn't I tell you? I got the lead in the school play. We're doing...
Grapes of Wrath?
Right.
Oh, Steinbeck. Who are you playing? Never mind, you don't have to explain. I'm sure whatever it is you're up to, you know what you're doing, right?
I hope so.
Hey, sometimes you gotta go out on a limb for the ones you love, right? Wish my dad had understood that. You won't stay away too long.
You'll barely know I was gone. You ready to go, Einstein?
Gotowy, Einstein jest do drogi. No i cóż, przenosimy się w czasie. Oczywiście zapomniałem, że tak naprawdę będą 3 raczej odcinki, nie 2. Co? A, włączyć.
Time circuits on. Flux capacitor. Fluxy.
Z racji takiej, że...
Okay. If Doc's gonna get killed on June 14th, 1931,
z racji takiej, że jeszcze są te wydarzenia, będą wydarzenia w późniejszym czasie. Zapomniałem sobie kompletnie o nich. przenieśmy się do 13 czerwca 1931 roku. I Valley, następne 4 gwiazdy. Oczywiście musimy jechać z prędkością 88 km na godzinę, przez to Marty oczywiście wyjechał na autostradę, żeby rozpędzić ten samochód do takiej prędkości. I to będzie świetne. To przenieśmy się 3, 2, 1. Bum! Trzy, 2, 1. Znaczy wiem, że liczam, ale... O! Ta broń to jest Tony Gun. Jest to bardzo fajna, bardzo fajna. Ja tą broń lubię, bo to jest jedna z tych broni... Znaczy, rzuć. Tak, broń podoba mi się z wyglądu. Teraz nas policja będzie strzelić po nas. Ponieważ przeszkodziliśmy policji oczywiście w pogoni za przestępstwem. Ale jesteśmy w 300 w 1931 roku o godzinie 14? Nie, 4. Samochód przyszłości. Aż wróć, zobacz samochód przyszłości na targach Hill Valley. Jeszcze już tej jesieni Hill Valley coś tam. Nie jestem dokładnie w stanie przeczytać wam tego jakby powiedzieć, tej reklamy, ale to jest klasycznie w filmie chował w drugiej części, nie, czekajcie, w pierwszej części schował ten wóz w tamtym miejscu. W drugiej części podczas znalezienia tego wozu w drugiej części podczas przenoszenia się w czasie pod koniec ostatniej scenie drugiej części dostał list od doktora, kiedy się przeniósł doktor w momencie sceny. Tak wygląda Hill Valley roku 1931. Bardzo ładnie. Tylko mnie denerwuje to, że muszę na klawiaturze chodzić, chyba nie ma możliwości przyciskiem chodzenia. Dodania sióstr miłosierdzia, Police Station. Przerwa obiadowa zaraz wracam. Tak, to jest dystrybuta. Można to tak nazwać. Nie wiem, dystrybuta czy jakoś inaczej.
Young man! Excuse me, young man!
Who? Me?
You're the only man in the street, and I'm looking for a man in the street reaction. Naturally, you know about the explosion that destroyed this illegal gin establishment.
Nielegalny bar.
I read about it, yeah.
What's your opinion of Carl Sagan, the stranger who single-handedly did what the law has been unable to do for 10 long years, namely rid Hill Valley of the scourge of liquor?
Ukochanym doktorku.
You can mark me down as a supporter.
The young man said, flashing a boyish yet virile grin. Hill Valley needs more upstanding youths like yourself. Do you have a message for the vicious gangsters who still roam these streets, no doubt plotting to corrupt our citizens with another den of booze, sin, and debauchery?
Yeah, tell them, go ahead, make my day.
Make your day what? Never mind. I'll play around with it and see if I can come up with something better. Mr.
Panie...
May I get your name?
Yeah, it's...
My name is...
Michael Corleone.
Thank you for sharing your
Powiem
candid
szczerze, że
opinions, Mr. Corleone.
takie imię i nazwisko pasuje do tego, co jest w filmie. Bo w filmie podczas przenoszenia się podczas trzeciej części...
I know. I met you back. I mean, I'm familiar with your work.
You read my column? How
Marty
sweet. I know it's just an etiquette column, but I believe it'll lead to bigger and better... Oh!
Einstein, no! Down, boy!
Is this wretched creature yours? He assaulted me once before.
What's got into
John
you?
Wayne, ale pamiętam, że ktoś mi nazwisko postaci z filmu
It's
bodajże.
the law. Look it up.
Doc. I gotta find Doc.
Doktorka, no gdzie możemy znaleźć doktorka, jeżeli został aresztowany za podpalenie piszczoparu, nie?
I guess this is where the speakeasy burned down. How'd Doc ever get mixed up in that?
Widzicie? Rekin. Zobaczmy, bo nie naciskałem wcześniej tego. Jak się ten wóz nazywa? O. Nie. Z ciekawości pochodzę.
No.
Then get out, Tom.
Fryzjer.
Hey, can I get some moose?
What does this look like? A hunting lodge?
Dobra. Noclegownia. A to jest ten rekin. To nie samochód, tylko reklama. Reklamę próbowałem, znaczy nacisnąłem po prostu. Jeżeli dobrze pamiętacie, w filmie z drugiej części przenieśliśmy się do roku 2015 w filmie. Nie my, tylko Marty oraz doktorek przenieśli się w czasie do roku 2015. Police Station oczywiście, rok 1000, budowane w 1891 roku.
Who are you and what do
I
you want?
dokładnie
Can I talk
40
to
lat
Carl
temu.
Sagan?
Are you his lawyer?
No.
Then scram.
Dobra, no to będziemy musieli znaleźć inny sposób.
Doc!
Marty,
Doc!
what are you doing here?
You sent for me, Doc.
I did? When?
May 14th, 1986.
1980? The automatic retrieval system, of course. I'd almost forgotten about that.
So what's our plan for getting you out of here?
Plan? We don't need a plan.
We don't.
Not in the slightest. The police picked me up for that speakeasy fire a couple of weeks ago, but the DA hasn't got a case. They're releasing me tomorrow morning.
So basically, I traveled 50 years into the past to deliver your car?
Sorry about that, but it's so wonderful to see you. We have a lot of catching up to do.
Yeah, you might want to hold off on that, Doc.
Great Scott! I'm going to be gunned down by gangsters on the steps of the courthouse.
Why would they do that?
Guess they didn't approve of my burning down their
Policja
speakeasy.
bar.
Very funny, Doc. Maybe now we should come up with a plan.
A plan, right. But what?
Why don't we tell the authorities?
Tell them what? That my friend from the future has proof that I'll be murdered tomorrow? They'd ship us both off to the loony bin. And trust me, you don't want to see the inside of a 1931 insane asylum.
Why don't I take the DeLorean, go back in time before you were arrested, and stop you from getting caught in the first place?
Don't even think about it. Without my unjust incarceration, the events that sent you into the past might never happen, resulting in a paradox of continuum-shattering proportions.
Jeez, we've been back together for 5 minutes, Doc, and you're already talking about the end of the universe. I've missed that.
Don't be ridiculous, Marty. I was only referring to the end of the universe as we know it.
Why don't we try to tough it out? Now that we know what's coming, maybe we sneak it past the gangsters with a bulletproof vest or something.
That might work with 1 or 2 bullets, but from the looks of this article, it appears that I'm going to be mowed down in a hail of Tommy gun fire that rendered the innocent stranger little more than a pulpy mass of bones and gristle.
Who writes like that?
According to the byline, one Edna Strickland.
I should have guessed. Hey, maybe I could talk to the gangsters. Tell them they're about to shoot the wrong guy.
I don't think the criminals of this era are going to be very receptive to a complete stranger telling them that their secret assassination plan is misguided, do you?
Well, I suppose I could just get some dynamite and break you out of jail.
No, that's far too dangerous. Not just to me, but to random innocent people in the past. The repercussions could be... That's it!
What's it?
My rocket-powered drill.
You have a rocket-powered drill?
Not yet. I haven't built it yet.
You've lost me, Doc.
Listen, a few months ago, my 17-year-old self sent in a patent application for a rocket-powered drill. I abandoned the project after I never heard back from the patent office, but the prototype should be nearly complete.
Great, I'll just run back to your lab and...
No, I said nearly complete. You'll need me to help you finish it.
How the hell am I supposed to sneak a half-finished rocket-powered drill into your cell?
Not me! 1931 me!
Wait a minute, Doc. You want me to convince your 1931 self to build a rocket-powered drill to break you out of jail?
Precisely!
Won't talking to yourself cause, you know, irreparable damage to the space-time continuum or something?
It should be fine. I've already invented the idea of the rocket drill. You've just got to goad my younger self into finishing the prototype.
How am I supposed to convince your younger self to finish the rocket drill? Just tell him I need to break his older self out of jail?
Gadanie moje małe, albo gadania jest teraz. Powiem szczerze, głównie dlatego, że zapominam się ciągle o tym, że ja nagrywam. Tak się wciągnąłem w tą historię, że zapominam się, że nagrywam te historii, automatycznie czytam.
Okay, let's say I go along with this crazy idea. Where can I find you? I mean, the other you.
How should I know? It was over 50 years ago. Why don't you go over to the soup kitchen next door and give my house a call? They'll know where to find me.
Soup kitchen. Got it.
Just stay away from the soup. It'll cause irreparable damage to your digestive system.
Miłosierdzie.
I guess I better get started. Don't worry, Doc. I'll get you out of here in no time.
I'm not worried. Once you and my younger self put your heads together, you'll be unstoppable.
Oczywiście biegniemy, będziemy biec, będę używał biegu często. No bo czegoś nie będę wiedział, no, na późniejszych częściach już nie tak często, ale teraz. Z racji takiej, że wiem co trzeba zrobić, więc gdzie trzeba iść. Właśnie spotkaliśmy twojego dziadka.
McFly!
Biff? Kid! Grandpa?
That's Mr. Tannen to you, Artie. What are you doing out here?
Well, I was getting kind of hungry, so I figured I'd come down here for some free soup.
Just thought I'd come down for some soup. Think, McFly. The DA's throwing around subpoenas like Babe Ruth.
I don't think Ruth's a pitcher anymore.
Shut it. If one of those subpoenas landed in the hands of my number cruncher, I'd be in a whole lot of trouble. I could even get sent up the river. You wouldn't want that, would you? Would you?
No, of course not, kid.
All right, that's better. What are you looking at, punk? Keep your eyes on the soup, kid. Well,
what?
What are you still doing here?
Sorry, kid. I'll just run back to the safe house.
You do that. And McFly?
Yes?
That hat's too flashy. You better let me hold on to it.
Będzie go używał do pewnej
Now scram!
dziwnej rzeczy.
You got it, boss.
And don't come out until I give you the all clear.
To będzie świetne.
I
Naprawdę
swear, if even one of you mooks could add 2 + 2 without your fingers, I'd dump that woman to the lake. Hey, anyway, I'm off to make myself irresistible. Don't let anyone burn down the shop while I'm gone.
Gdy będą rozmowy i tak dalej, będę trochę cicho, ale tak to będę używał.
For we were born only yesterday and know nothing, and our days on Earth are but a shadow. Actually, I won't be born for about 40 years. Like a thorn bush in a drunkard's hand is a proverb in the mouth of a fool. Heavy. Those who once ate delicacies are destitute in the street. Cheery. Lazy hands make a man poor, but diligent hands bring wealth. Maybe that's my problem. Lazy hands. Eli thought she was drunk and said to her, "How long will you keep on getting drunk? Get rid of your wine." Eli should mind his own business. Those who once ate delicate... Cheery.
Już wiemy, że dzwoniłem telefonem.
Brown results?
Hi. Do you know where I could find Emmett Brown?
Young Master Brown is currently tending to his clerking duties at the courthouse. Who, may I say, is calling?
The courthouse? Doc never told me he worked at the courthouse.
Dobra, lećmy do sądu. Sąd jest w ratuszu miejskim. Zwrotny kierunek tutaj w bok. Tutaj przez park. I parkiem biegniemy do przodu. Taką altankę, tam jest Einstein.
Hey, how you doing, Einie?
Einstein, oczywiście. Ej, biegnij do góry, po schodach i do drzwi.
Touch those. These are very sensitive legal documents. Nobody is supposed to handle them but sworn officers of the court. Judge Brown says so.
Judge Brown? Doc. Nice to meet you. I'm Michael, Corleone.
Emmett Brown. But I am a law clerk, not a doctor. Now please get out of my way. I have important business to transact. Naturally, h2 of A multiplied by the inversion of H has to come out less than expectation value of A, right? No.
Listen, Emmett, you don't know me, but I'm your friend.
I'm not big on friends. They get in the way of work.
What's this important business you're up to?
It's a legal matter. Very complicated, very abstruse. I need to obtain 5 sets of initials on every copy of this writ of indemnification before before Judge Brown can even think of granting a waiver to the party in the first part.
You have no idea what it's about, do you?
That's how important it is.
So, Emmett, what time are you through with work?
Depends. On weeknights, Pop sometimes keeps me in the office till 9.
9 at night? But today's Saturday.
Right. So I probably won't get off before 10.
How about you knock off work early and I'll buy you a beer? Soda. What do you say?
Don't try to tempt me from my duty with sugary beverages. Keeping the wheels of justice turning, that's my one passion in life. Besides, if I left before 8, my pop would kill me.
Taka młodzież się już zdarza.
Sounds like you're a little scared of your father. Scared of my father? Pop is the most learned, just, incorruptible judge that Hill Valley has ever seen. The only people scared of Judge Brown are people with a dark secret to hide. And I don't have a dark secret to hide.
Listen, I understand you're working on a new invention in your lab.
Invention? You must have me mixed up with somebody else. I'm in law. I have absolutely no interest in science.
But
only if the coefficient of friction...
Come on, wait up a minute.
You again? Can't you see I'm busy?
Come on, Doc. Emmett, drop the Legal Eagle Act. I got something more important for you to do.
Mr. Corleone, I'll have you know that the law is the very mortar that holds society together, and we in the legal profession are like brick masons building the edifice of the future.
Your dad tell you that?
Every morning.
See, I'm sort of in the science business myself. That's why I sought you out.
Not that I care in the least, because science is the furthest thing from my own area of interest, which is law, but I don't believe you.
It's true. I'm a scientist.
So tell me something, Mr. Scientist, from your vast storehouse of scientific knowledge.
The leg bone's connected to the thigh bone?
Amazing.
Okay, so you don't want your old man to know. That's fine. Listen, we all keep secrets. But I'm telling you, you can level with me about this science project of yours.
I am not a scientist. Go ahead, ask me what E equals.
What does E equal?
I have absolutely no idea. See? I don't know where you got your information from about me, mister, but you're wrong, wrong, wrong.
weźmiemy jedną rzecz. Biegniemy do doktorka. Ja wiem, co trzeba zrobić, żeby nie było, ale biegniemy do doktorka, żeby to zgodnie było z fabułą. Aj. Do doktorka, tak naprawdę do więzienia, żeby z nim pogadać, no. O tym, że młodszy doktorek nie chce
Well, I met your younger self.
Great.
And I gotta say, you're kind of uptight.
What?
You won't even talk to me.
I find that hard to believe. Tell me what happened.
I tried asking him about your rocket drill, but he says he's not a scientist.
What? What? Father.
What's he got to do with this?
In 1931, I was still deathly afraid of my father discovering the truth about my scientific predilections, so I carefully kept them under wraps, practicing science at odd hours, away from his prying eyes.
That sucks.
It sucked a lot. Fortunately, I eventually stood up to him, but right now, my younger self probably thinks you've been sent by my father to check up on me.
Why does your younger self mutter all the time?
Muttering? Why would I be muttering? I never mutter unless... the Hill Valley Expo!
The Expo?
Yes, the Expo! How could I have forgotten? In a few months, the younger me will put on a demonstration at the Hill Valley Exposition, my first public foray into the world of science. Everyone in town will be there, including a number of noted inventors who shaped my career.
So, it was a big success?
No, it was a miserable failure, but it was a spectacularly miserable failure, one which marked my transition from an amateur garage scientist into a professional seeker of truth.
You know, your younger self seems really dedicated to the law.
It's a facade, I assure you. I had to keep up appearances to appease my father.
What do I do to convince Teen Doc that I'm not a spy?
I'm not sure.
Asasyna, możliwe, że...
What does this expo have to do with you muttering all the time?
When I was younger, I used to relieve stress by working on complex mathematical conundrums. No doubt my younger self is working on some impossible problem in an attempt to work off cerebral steam in the weeks before the exposition. What was I muttering about?
I don't know. H to the something with an inverse of something else. I'm not so good at equations.
Ale zobaczymy jeszcze.
I bet if we could solve my younger self's problem, he'd be more inclined to listen to you.
Którą mógłbym nagrać. Powiem wam szczerze. Planuję...
Let's talk about your younger self's problems later.
Okay, but don't forget we're on a bit of a deadline here.
Planuję pograć sobie w Arkham City. Ale to już samemu, ponieważ nie wiem, czy ta gra nie będzie też problemów z nią, tym obciążeniem mojego komputera. Postaram się jak najszybciej ogarnąć te problemy. Problemy po prostu z nagrywaniem, że nie wyrabia mój komputer. Ściągnąłem tego FM-a.
Think, Emmett, think. H to the A multiplied by the inverse of A. H to the A multiplied by the inverse of A.
Dobra, biegniemy z powrotem do doktorka. Jeśli nagraliśmy to, co Emmet mówił, więc mamy dużo łatwiej. Żeby doktorek nam pomógł, zaimponować samemu sobie.
Think, Emmett, think. H to the A multiplied by the inverse of A. H to the A multiplied by the inverse of A.
Good grief! Is that me? I sound so...
young?
I was gonna say intense. I forgot how wound up I used to get.
Yeah, but what are you muttering about?
Oh, that's easy. It's Ivanhoe's conundrum. Just tell my younger self that H equals the Hamiltonian operator.
Won't giving him the answer mess up the time stream?
Only if it turns out that reality is actually nothing more than a holographic illusion created by the interplay of subatomic particles on a vast two-dimensional membrane.
So...
it'll be fine.
Tak, też mam czasem taką reakcję. Doktor o czymś mówi, a takie o co chodzi? Dobra, musimy poczekać aż Emmet wyjdzie. Emmet wyjdzie i jak wyjdzie, no to wtedy pogadamy już i skończymy odcinek. Tak, bo już jest 30 minut. Bardzo fajnie się w to gra, bardzo szybko czas latuje przy tej produkcji. Wpadliśmy na Emmeta. Aj, nie to miało być. Proszę bardzo. Mieliśmy z nim pogadać, a nie nagrywać to. No ej! Dobra. Bo cały czas to w ręce trzymam, przepraszam bardzo. O, teraz.
Will you just give me a chance?
Harassment's a federal crime, Mr. Corleone.
Maybe H equals the Hamiltonian operator.
What did you just say?
I said maybe H equals the...
Hamiltonian operator?
Yeah!
Great Scott! If H is a Hamiltonian, then H to the A multiplied by the inverse of H can only be the same as the expectation value for A. That's it! That's the solution to Ivanov's conundrum, the problem I've been wrestling with in my head all week!
I'm sure you would have figured it out by yourself in a day or two. The way you figured out how to build that rocket-powered drill.
Where did you learn so much about science?
Well, it's like this.
You know about my rocket-powered drill? Then there can only be one explanation.
What?
You're from the patent office. I confess I didn't quite know what to expect when I sent the paperwork, but I never expected this. Welcome! I'm at your service. What can I do for you?
Can I see your rocket-powered drill?
Of course, of course. Naturally, it's just a scale model, but it's nearly operational. I can show it to you, say, first thing in the morning.
Nah, that's no good. I need to see a full-size model. That's fully operational. Tonight. Otherwise, we'll have to award the patent to a competing inventor, Dr. McCoy.
It can't be done! I mean, it might be possible to construct a full-size working model in that time frame, but I haven't got the main ingredient for the fuel.
I'll get it for you. What is it?
190 proof grain alcohol. And you know how difficult it is to get a hold of alcohol these days.
Especially now that someone's blown up the speakeasy.
And besides, there's no way I can get off work until I've delivered this subpoena. It's part of the investigation into the business affairs of Kid Tannen. Is it vitally important you see that rocket-powered drill today?
Yes. Is it vitally important you deliver that subpoena today?
Yes!
Listen, I'll help you deliver it, and I'll see to it you get the alcohol you need. If it'll help you get that drill finished by tonight. Deal?
Deal. Here's the subpoena.
No I teraz czeka nas dostarczenie wezwania
Got a subpoena from Grandpa?
It's Kid Tannen.
McFly.
Hey, I just saw him at the soup kitchen yelling at Arthur McFly.
I'm not surprised. Arthur does the books for his business.
What kind of business?
That's what the DA is trying to find out.
Let's go talk to him.
No!
Why not? Kid Tannen can tell us where Arthur's hiding.
Yeah, well, he can also have us fitted for a Chicago overcoat.
Dobra, w tym miejscu kończymy ten odcinek. Mam też, jeśli się podoba, pamiętajcie o komentowaniu odcinka oraz subskrypcji kanału. Pamiętajcie też o poleceniu tego kanału swoim znajomym, tak więc do zobaczenia. Trzymajcie się i na razie. Cześć. Pa.